You know, some people think that in order to do chesed, you gotta be this chesed mania machine. In order to do tzedakah, you have to be this multi-gazillionaire. But let me share with you how a friend of mine made it really big. You see, he was a mortgage broker, and basically, he was able to navigate a sale between a buyer and a seller to buy a strip mall for about $35 million. Of course, he got a nice cut, and that's where he got his first start in making it big, just by being a broker, just by making the sale, just by making the shidduch. You know, when it comes to doing chesed, it doesn't always have to be you actively doing the chesed. Sometimes a person's overwhelmed and he's got a lot going on. But just by being the broker, a chesed broker, goes a really long way. During Hurricane Sandy, we lost electricity. A friend of mine called a very wealthy fellow and he said, you know, there are people in this neighborhood, they're cold, they have no heat, they have no electricity. What can you do about it? I want to know if you can sponsor about 35 to 40 generators that I'll drive in from Pennsylvania. He calls up Pennsylvania, he gets a hold of a bunch of generators, and voila, there was heat, there was light. Just from being the chesed broker. It wasn't his money, it wasn't his trucks, and it wasn't his generators. But he got the deal done. Somebody just called me up before Pesach and said during Corona, a lot of Rebbeim, their kids, maybe they don't have new bikes. I want to be able to get a hold of them, bikes they can ride around and feel like, you know, regular kids that can have a good time during a difficult time. So he raised money, he gave me the money, he said buy the bikes, we got it done. Just by being a chesed broker, it can go a really long way. Sometimes it's making a shidduch. Sometimes it's finding somebody who needs a chavrusa, whose kids might need a chavrusa. Just by being a little thoughtful and say, you need something, somebody can provide it, let me be the middle broker. Because you know, when you're the pipe to be the conduit for chesed, you yourself get wet. You yourself pass through this chesed, become part of the chesed, and start thinking like chesed. Let's chaperine with this daher, just to be chesed brokers and change the world.